Hi, I'm Margery Segal, and I'm a somatic therapist, and I work with children and families and adults. And I have a business called Whole Movement Center, and a new business called The Somatic Child, for the special child and the special parent. And today I'm here to talk about anxiety with Lisabeth Sewell. And I am really excited to share some things with you. And I'm going to let Lisabeth talk about anything she wants to talk about anxiety.
So, hi, I'm Lisabeth Sewell of Sparkle Stories, and I know Margery. I've known her for a long time because I've worked with her in working with my own anxiety. I've struggled with anxiety since my early 20s. It's like both a challenge and a great teacher, and I've had such incredible healing experiences in collaboration with my work with Margery that I wanted to bring her today to teach me and us some of her best quick tools for soothing young and adult bodies. Okay, let's get started. First exercise.
Okay, we're going to do something from Brain Gym called brain tune-ups. And the first thing you want to do is we're going to pretend to drink water, because I don't have any water close to me. So get ready, grab your imaginary bottle of water and drink. Glug, 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 glug. And that makes my nervous system run so much better. Thanks. And then the next thing I want to do is do these brain buttons here. So if you tap along your collarbone and you come to the center, and then you'll feel the bone of your breastbone. You want to come beside there. There's these nice soft places. You can hunch forward if you want to feel the softness. And then you're going to take your hand and you're going to massage here, and you're going to take your other hand and place it gently on your belly button, because that makes you more receptive to touch. Did you know that? That's why your dog and cat like having their bellies rubbed. We do too. And so you do this till you maybe feel a deeper breath or relaxation response. So if you don't like the feeling of rubbing, you can just hold your hand there. See, that made me take a deep breath. Or you can tap. Tapping is very powerful, brings our attention here. Okay. And these spots are called kidney 27, and they're the top of our kidney meridian in acupuncture. And the kidney has a lot to do about when we're afraid. Our kidneys are very involved with fear. Okay, ready for the next part of the brain tune-up? This part's funny, and it's going to involve balls. So Elizabeth, will you get your balls, and I'm going to get mine. This is called the puppet march, and you take the same arm and the same leg, and you're going to lift it up like your arm's being lifted up for you, whoop, and then drop it down. And then your other arm, another leg up, and drop it down. Up, 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 up. Good. And that's telling each side of our body to get ready. It's good to know we have two sides of our body. And now we're going to do something called crossing the midline, which helps us learn better. Ready? We're going to do a cross crawl. Here we go. Okay. We're going to put our balls down, and we're going to do the next step. This is called a brain hookup. So, ready? Thumbs up. Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Cross your hand over, and then cross your leg over, and bend them in to your chest. And nestle those hands like they're a little warm animal curling into your chest. And then you're going to take your tongue. I'm going to stick out my tongue just to show you about tongues. And rest it lightly on the roof of your mouth, and close your lips and breathe through your nose. until you feel calmer. Okay, for fun, we're going to do the other side. So uncross your leg, uncross your arms, thumbs down, cross the other arm over, the other leg over, and fold. Nestle your hands into your chest, tongue lightly to the roof of the mouth, and breathe deeply. Good. Did a great job. Let's bring our fingers together to finish. And we'll bring them in front of our navel. And breathe again. Thank you. How'd it go, Lisabeth?
Great, I have a question.
Okay.
So if I'm across and I start to feel kind of wobbly, which I did, that's okay?
That's okay. So some suggestions are you can take your foot a little further and you'll have a little better balance. Or if your child can't balance yet like that, they can do this sitting in a chair like this. Or you can do it lying down, which is delicious if you ever get to sleep late. You just lie in bed like this. Or you're anxious in the morning or at night and you can't sleep. I have fallen asleep like this.
Great, that's great, that's great. So it could be used easily as a bedtime for anxious children at bedtime. Beautiful.
Though I will confess that my legs fell asleep in this position. It's good to come out of it before you fall asleep. Okay, so that is that first exercise. I wanted to tell you parents though that if your child, many children can't actually cross on their own. So a way to do this is to actually, you take their hands like this and you march together like this, and then you cross their hand and then cross and you make it fun and heartfelt and loving. You always want to encourage your children and help them feel successful. And then if you want, you can have them cross their hands to their knees. You can help them bring their hands across. Another thing I do with some kids is I'll tape a blue piece of tape on one leg and a red piece of tape on other, and I'll let them hit the colored tape. Because a lot of children don't know right and left, and it helps to do colors. Okay?
Question about that one?
Yes.
How many times do we do that? I meant to ask that earlier. How many times do we? Just a few?
There's no set time.
Okay.
But you can do this if it's a quick tune-up. You can do it in under 2 minutes, the whole thing.
Okay.
Or you can do it for longer.
Okay.
If you know you have a big project coming, sometimes I'll take longer.
To do the whole sequence?
Yeah, just take longer.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go into section 2. This one's super silly, but I wanted to talk to you all about anxiety. So anxiety is when our body actually is getting ready to do something. But sometimes we don't know what to do, and so we have this body that's really got lots of energy in it, sparking around our body. So there's 2 things you can do. You can try to relax yourself, or sometimes you can make anxiety your friend, and you say, I'm going to meet you, anxiety, and you bring your energy up, and you're going to meet the high energy in your body. So I wanted to start that. You can start meeting it by first shaking your body. Ooh, just anywhere. Go, Lisabeth. Go. Yeah, because this is what you're... Okay. And now we're going to start shaking individual parts of the body, and we're going to start with our legs. And the reason we're going to start with our legs is when we're anxious, the energy is rising up, and we want to bring the energy down, 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 down. Okay? So we're going to start shaking one leg, and then shaking the other leg, and then we're going to start shaking one arm, and shaking the other arm. And now, this is how we're really going to get anxiety and worry. We're going to have our arm tell the story of anxiety. Here it goes. Oh my God, I'm so worried. I don't know what's going to happen. And I have a lot to say about it. And I'm a little mad. And it's going to tell it. And now the left arm is going to tell its story too. It's more worried. Got more to say. Oh my goodness. And now they're both going to tell the whole story together like you're conducting an orchestra. There goes my mic. Okay, so sometimes your microphone will fly around when you're doing this exercise. But notice how you feel afterwards. And if you have children, they don't have to stand in one spot. I'm standing in one spot while I do this because I really want you to be able to see me and the camera. But you can go all over your house. I have some kids, we call it crazy time, and we just get it all, everything moving and get it out, and bounce on balls and make sounds where we don't have to keep it together. And that's a really good, nice break in the day for everyone. In some tribal communities, they believe that worry and anxiety comes over you when you've lost yourself and your connection to nature and to the right order of the universe. I'm going to invite my friend Lisabeth and me to call our magic back by calling our names out. And first we have to have a little bit of a temper tantrum on purpose.
Okay.
So we're going to say our names and have our temper tantrum.
Okay.
Margery.
Elizabeth.
Margery.
Elizabeth.
Margery.
Elizabeth.
And now we're going to call Margery.
Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Okay. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel empowered.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to add at the end of it, you can do this empowerment stance if you want. Here you go.
Nice. Nice.
And now say your name quietly. Margery. I am here.
I am here.
I am with the earth.
I am with the earth. Awesome.
This is something called, this is for a reflex that we get when we're a baby in the womb and right after we're born when we're afraid. And one is called the fear reflex, where we freeze up and withdraw. And the other one is a startle reflex, where we go, and then we come back in like this. Baby monkeys do this. If they're up in the trees with their mom and they see a tiger coming, they'll startle, and then their mother will get ready to take off running through the trees. They'll grab onto their mother's back. The mother will take off running, and the baby monkey will hold on. But some of us get a little stuck just being afraid here. So here's something you can do for that. So the first thing you're going to do is you tap the bottom of your feet. And I might fall over showing you this. You want to tap the arch of your feet. Whoa. And then the sides of your hips. And it can be anywhere it feels good, but we're tapping like a nice thump. And then we're going to tap the middle of our breastbone. And then above the elbows. And below the shoulders. And below the shoulders. And the breastbone again. Until you feel a deep breath coming on. Warning, some kids' bodies will just relax when you do this the first time. And for some children, if they've really been frozen, will need some time to run around the room because they'll all of a sudden all their energy will come. And if you do this with babies, it can be quite effective if the baby's been frightened, but be very gentle.
As a final note, if you'd like to work more with Margery, you can find her at wholemovementcenter.com. She has offerings there. But also exciting is she's working on a story project through thesomaticchild.com, and I'd love to ask her to tell us about it.
Yeah, this is a collaborative organization that I'm doing with some therapists in Brazil, because we wanted to find things for our families, and it's specifically for children with special needs and their special parents. But we welcome all parents' journeys, because we know the journey of being a parent right now at this time is also inviting you to experience what it's like to be the parent of a special child, since so many of you are homeschooling and having to find resources from here and there. So we are really excited about inviting parents to submit their story as a parent. And the first question we're inviting everyone to start with is, what lights you up about your child? So if you would like to be part of that, we would love to receive your story, and we'll share it with other parents. And we look forward to hearing from you and telling you more about our adventures. Thank you.